So I'm going to pick up where I left from. I'm going to finish the skirt because I never finished it. He has been sitting there for almost 3 weeks now. I haven't done it. So I'm going to pick up there because it's getting old. This project is getting old. I want to get past it and start doing the things that I want to do for this YouTube channel, which is basically sewing my own dresses and showing you guys a few steps, not everything, because there are a lot of details that goes into sewing. 2 months ago, I think I did the unpacking of my new sewing machine, but I never posted it. But at some point, I'll put it there so that you guys can see. When you buy your new machine, you have to you unpack it because it comes in a box. You unpack it, you look at all the accessories that comes with it. You read your manual and then you start using your sewing machine. But if you never ever use a sewing machine, what I would recommend is to go through YouTube. YouTube has fantastic tutorials about how to unpack your sewing machine and how to put the threads on, and then how to start your machine. They have, and usually you can find even your model, your machine model, and just find the real tutorial that usually speaks to your sewing machine. So once you get acquainted to sewing, using your sewing machine, then you can start doing small sewing projects. So my daughter's dress was just something that jumped on in front of what I planned for the YouTube channel. I was like, okay, she wants a dress, let me do this, and then I'll go back to my own thing. So after this dress, I will show the unpacking of that machine that you've been seeing, and then I will talk a little bit more about the use of patterns. Whether you're a new user or a newcomer to sewing, you might not be able to cut your own dresses from scratch. That's when the patterns comes out very handy, because then you can use a pattern, especially the ones that only have one thing about them, because some patterns displays 3, 4, 5 garments within the same pattern. These are very complicated. I wouldn't recommend it for first-time pattern users. You need to use just a pattern that shows one thing. If it's a dress, that one dress, and that's it. And I'll be able to demonstrate what I mean. You don't need to know this right now. So we're going to work with patterns to begin with, and then my next project after showing the patterns will be working with dress forms. So this is for advanced users, or if you feel comfortable doing that, and if you have a dress form at home. A dress form is a mannequin. So you use the dress form when you want to design something. You have a concept of your dress. You want to draw a pattern by yourself. That's why you use a dress form. And sometimes you don't even draw a pattern. You just start cutting from scratch from the dress form if you have really a clear picture of what kind of dress you want to make. But I will still recommend to draw a pattern on the dress form using a muslin fabric, because the muslin fabrics are designed for making patterns, and then you can use that to cut and try on if you are not sure about how your dress is going to look like after it's done. Then you will sew the muslin pattern that you did and try it on, and if the result is pleasing to you, then you can cut your real fabric, because sometimes we buy expensive fabrics and you don't want to mess them up. You can do a trial with the muslin fabric. So first thing first, designing clothes with patterns, cutting clothes based on patterns. 3, designing clothes using dress forms or mannequin, cutting the dresses directly on the mannequin forms. This will take us maybe a month to do that, and after that we'll evolve into other things, because there's so many things that you need to know about sewing. And then we will go through accessories, we will go through what kind of patterns. There's so many things. I have so much work to do. I have to organize my thoughts, because parallel to sewing, I'm also creating this YouTube channel or feeding content to it, and I am also designing a website to showcase whatever I am sewing. I want to display it on my own website designed by me. I am like a one-woman show. I'm a stylist, I am a fashion designer, I am a website designer, and I am also a content manager for my YouTube channel. That's a lot. So guys, when you see that I slow down a little bit, it means I stopped one component or one element of what I'm doing to deal with the other elements. But in the end, it will all come together. So guys, please be patient with me. At some point I'm gonna accelerate again. I'm gonna speed up, because I am behind my schedule. So I hope you will keep coming back, and when you come back, please hit the like button below. Not only that, but also subscribe. Please guys, subscribe, because it feels really good when you see that people like what you're doing and then they subscribe, so that they can follow you and not miss anything that I'll be posting. You know, it's really an honor to have subscribers on a site. It's encouraging. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't cost you. It doesn't cost me. You know, I'm just. It just makes me happy to see that I'm doing something that people appreciate, and the more you subscribe, the more you invite friends to check me out, the more content I'll be able to put in there. So guys, thank you for following me, and see you in the next episode.